Jonathan, I know there's a long way to go in this test match, but clearly when you're tossed back in first, even though had an opportunity to try and dominate things, you haven't been able to do that. Is that a serious concern, the position you're in after the first day?
No, I wouldn't say it's a serious concern. I'd say we're disappointed that we got ourselves into a good position and then got ourselves out of a bad position. Into a bad position. It's we're not too sure what a good score would be first innings on that wicket. I think batting first was the correct decision of getting ourselves to about 150 for 2. So in hindsight, it was right, and just as a group, pretty disappointed that we've ended the day probably behind.
Australia clearly been playing some good cricket since Lord's. They've made it clear they're really motivated by trying to win the series 2-2. Are you just as motivated finishing it 4-0?
Well, yeah, I don't think you try and go and looking ahead and thinking that we're going to go to Oval 3-0 up. You just try and worry about winning this game. You don't want to look too far ahead. That's happened. We've seen that happen to as individuals. We've seen that happen to ourselves. You get carried away and you think yourself that it's an easy game. It's actually still cricket and it's very tough. So every Test match victory is difficult, and it can be done from the position we're in today.
What about you personally, Jonathan? England fans have got so used to almost relying on you to make the scores. It hasn't happened quite so easily this summer. Is there anything you put your finger on in terms of your own form?
Not really. I think just getting in, and I've been able to get sort of 3 good starts and haven't gone on. That's cricket though. There's no divine right to score big hundreds, and you got to earn it. And things haven't gone my way. We've seen other guys get hundreds and get the team into good positions. I've still got full confidence I'll be able to do that, and then hopefully in the next innings I can make a big contribution. That's what I enjoy. I don't look to go out there and make big scores. I look to try and contribute towards the team and get us in good positions. I felt I did that with Cookie and myself today after coming in. It was a little bit tricky, and it's hopefully not too far away.
Is it frustration, Jonathan? You mentioned that the team got themselves into the team got themselves into a good position, got yourselves into a bad. Was there a feeling that some of the shots and the way the players got out perhaps was their own downfall? Yeah,
I think generally in cricket you get yourself out, or it's good pressure from the opposition, and you play a shot to a ball that you shouldn't have. It's not too often you get unplayable deliveries. You wouldn't say that. So generally the fault's on yourself as a batsman, and I think we could all probably say that today. So it's I think a little bit uncharacteristic of us as a side, because we put a lot of emphasis and a lot of value on our wickets. I certainly try to do that as much as I can, and whenever that doesn't happen, you're always disappointed. So there are a few disappointed guys, but tomorrow hopefully we can scrape a few more and get some early wickets, because 250 I think is an average score around here at Durham, but I think that'd be the easy route to go if we wanted to say that and say we're par, when clearly we're not. We probably didn't have the best of days towards the end.
Jonathan, what's the wicket like to bat on? Very different from what you've had in the series so far?
Well, it's obviously a little bit on the slow side, but it's probably what you expected. When you looked at it in the morning, or when you looked at it actually from 2 days out when we first started training, you sort of had a general idea on how it is and how it's going to play. It's pretty slow compared to, say, Manchester, where it had a bit more carry. I wouldn't say it's a lot slower than Manchester, but it is certainly a little bit. I think Australia bowled well and set good fields for the way they were bowling and made it difficult to score. So, we certainly probably would have done the same, and hopefully we can do that tomorrow. It's about the batters tomorrow, fielding well and hopefully taking some good catches and putting the pressure on Australia, because we certainly have the bowlers to be able to do that and create some pressure.
John, what's the mood in the dressing room like at the moment?
Yeah, pretty good. The guys are pretty upbeat. I think it's a similar score to what we got at Nottingham, I think, first innings. So, and we ended up winning a fantastic Test match there. So hopefully we can do the same. Yeah.
Jonathan, how difficult has it been batting against these Australian players? It seems that the large parts of the series have had really good plans to every batsman and execute them well, and we often go into these situations where it's been a struggle with the run rates. Has it been a particularly difficult challenge this summer?
I think they've bowled well. You know, beginning of the series, you know, everyone said the Australians have got a good bowling lineup, but along with us, and you know that's true. So I think we've made it difficult for their batters, and they've made it difficult for us. You know, that's what cricket's about. Though. It's not about, you know, rocking up and seeing how much opposition puts on, and then you try and match it. It's about trying to squeeze every sort of run out the game and apply as much pressure as you can. So it has been difficult. I think the wickets haven't been conducive to high scoring or fast scoring run rates. But you know, it's made for interesting cricket.
John, how much of an issue is momentum in a series of this length, and how much of a concern is it that Australia seem to have it at the moment from Manchester stuff?
Well, I think it ebbs and flows. Over a long series, you'll probably see it sway quite a bit. You know, it's not just the 3 tests where, you know, winning the first test is really important. It ebbs and flows, and you know, it's we've got a chance tomorrow to wrestle it back from Australia, like we have done in the past, and I'm sure we will be able to. So it's a case of, you know, not looking too far ahead. And, you know, it's quite easy to draw conclusions on how today went and predicting how the game's going to go. Let's just see how tomorrow goes, and you know, we're very confident we can do really well.
John, did you have any discussion as a team about sort of what sort of rate you should try and score? Because obviously you scored Test day more quickly than normal. People like Matt Pryor went into the shell a bit more than normal. Was it left to individuals to decide how you approached it?
Yeah, I don't think, you know, that's why Test match cricket's 5 days. You don't really have to go out there and score like a one-day game. So, you know, that's why it's Test cricket, because it is quite difficult and it is a test. So the opposition always testing you. So you can't go out there and try and give your wicket away. You sort of hang in there and wait for your time, and you have to earn the right to score quickly or score runs at Test cricket, in Test cricket I should say. So, you know, each guy has their own way. You'd probably say Matt Price, quite an attacking batsman, was the opposite today. But as I said, Australia played or bowled pretty well and set good defensive fields and made it difficult. So that's what we saw today, and you know, I'm sure we'll be able to do the same tomorrow.
You seem to be really anguished when you get out. I mean, when you walk off the field, it's a long, slow walk off. What are you thinking about when you do get out?
That I wish I hadn't got out.
That's probably a good reason.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Last one?
How well do you think you played Nathan Lyon as a team?
Well, you look at his figures, you'd probably say not the best. I think, you know, my dismissal sort of started it, and you know, a little bit disappointed there and getting on his soft ways. The ball wasn't really turning a huge amount, so you know, we've had a lot of success against spin in the past. So the guys will be disappointed. There'll be a few guys really keen to put it right in the second innings, and hopefully we can. We saw a little spin there to the left-hander, so hopefully Graham can, you know, get a bit of spin as he normally does, and you know, backed up with the rest of the bowlers and by the fielders, it's going to be an important day tomorrow.